Hello folks, Tiso here with a guide on the Narzissenkruez Adventure? The Narzi Adventure, there we go. And it's located in Fontaine, underwater. This quest also gives about 250 PRIMOGEMS, so it is a good amount. It's actually a little more than half an event's worth. The quest giver is a little mini oceanid, and you'll see it when you come nearby. This quest has a lot of talking, but some puzzles, and I'll focus on the puzzle and confusing part. You'll eventually get to this cavern, and there'll be these turrets that shoot you and send you backwards as a water droplet. You'll need to hit these blue and orange switches to bring up some environments and shelter. Continue on and keep hitting the switches until you reach the next part, where you see Al fighting a little water droplet. Go and help it, and then prepare for a lot of dialogue. Welcome back. Enjoy your talk with the pig dog thing. Anyway, hit the switch to continue on, and I also changed my team. There will be a lot of Hydro immune enemies coming up, so I don't really want to bring that many Hydro units. So just continue up the ramp, hit the switches, and get closer to the turret. Once you get close enough, interact with the turret to force out the little water droplet. Defeat it, and you can continue on. And if you take this side path here, touch the checkpoint, you get an additional treasure chest with some more furnishing. We'll continue down the path towards the toggle switches and the turret. This first part is pretty self-explanatory, but I'll have it in this video anyway, since the next part that's a little more confusing is coming up soon. Defeat your second droplet and continue on. This is our third and final turret. These switches gives us some annoying shelters, but we'll just have to make do. We cannot climb up on the stairs, we have to jump it, so get ready for some mistakes to fall back down. Be patient and hide every now and then so you don't get sent back to the start. And once you reach the turret, go and defeat the final water droplet to continue on. After looting the chest and going up, make sure to grab this teleporter. This is a big checkpoint, and you don't want to mess up and drop below and have to do this again. The first thing we want to do is to hit the bubble below us. This bubble is actually hiding a chest, and it will propel us to the Hydroculus.
If we bury it, maybe it'll spring back to life.
Now stand on the little ledge and jump up to head back into the water. Our goal here is to activate 3 sockets to open the chest in the middle. Use your left click to activate the toggle switch in order to deactivate an invisible wall. Now take the rings onto the next part. This time we go on the right side, but don't drop too low like I did, otherwise you'll leave the water and have to take the teleporter back. This is why we got the teleporter, to be safe. Okay, skipping back to before the mistake, we go down and right to enter the room from below, just don't go too far down. Activate the switch inside and we'll go to our final socket. This time, the toggle switch is protected by enemies, so grab the power from the seal and start shooting. You really want an animal power to help defeat these enemies faster, because the left click whip is just super slow. After defeating all the enemies, toggle the switch and we'll get our final socket. Go ahead and open the chest and I'll see you in Act 2. This second part consists of going through a mini castle many times. To open the door, collect 3 Hydro Orbs to activate this Hydro Core. You can also use Hydro skills to create an extra orb. Anyway, continue onwards and you'll find a room with a seahorse. This room is important. Take note when you see 3 seahorses in a room. And this castle has a gimmick. You'll be doing multiple laps around it, and it looks like you're doing the same thing over and over again, but actually it's not. It's very similar to one of the labyrinths in Elden Ring, where you go through the same looking environment, but it's actually a little different each time, because you're not exactly going through the same space. You'll see 2 seahorses next, and then eventually 3. Once you see 3, you are almost done, with the castle at least. After defeating the 3 seahorses, continue forward and you'll go back to the elevator again. But this time, turn around and go forward into a new room that just unlocked. This room only unlocks after the 3rd cycle, and if you didn't notice it, you'll just keep looping through the same final environment again and again until you either go insane or give up. Anyways, go through that blue door and continue forward, and you actually get the sword for realsies this time. After some more talking, you find out the secret of the castle and the floor will open up. Just keep going all the way to the bottom and you'll reach the next part. We see a big arena, so prepare for a boss fight against an Oceanid. This is the same Oceanid from one of the events with the same pattern. It has a couple of phases. One of them is to summon 4 animals in the corner, and you need to defeat all of them in order to continue on. After defeating the animals, hit the boss a couple more times, and it will do a new attack that lasers the ground. Look around for a whirlpool, and that's your safe spot. This whirlpool is an albedo elevator, and you can use it to stay away from the beam. After that, just nuke down the boss. Our reward is some more Primogems and another treasure chest. The next section is pretty linear and just all story, so that's it for the guide. Enjoy this wonderful quest, some achievements, a good handful of Primogems for the amount of time this takes, and have fun exploring the rest of Fontaine.
That's what I call treasure.